film from today.
Anyone getting on the sticks tonight?
I'm game, dude. Let's do it.
Play some good ball out there today, guys. Celebrate tonight. Back to work tomorrow, fellas.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Jets on Thursday night primetime.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Shaquille. And they are not going to... Score! 76 yards. Touchdown, New York. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shakir. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. They'll look to throw yet again. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe.
So now this defense in need of a...
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll give up the middle with Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. Back to the air one more time. That is caught by the tight end, Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, New York. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Ferguson on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him.
So now this defense. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This caught. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So now this defense in. Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Pass brought in by Ferguson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. On the run, here's Hall, and he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run here with Hall. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So now this defense. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They give to Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
The Raiders defense set to go, up 7-0 here early. And the one we'll be watching is this man, head linebacker.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
Now Spears to begin the drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Levis. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. Levis to throw it. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vegas defense back onto the field.
Like 13.
Play action now. Levis. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Levis looking to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. The Raider defense ready to defend this next possession. Back to throw, it's Levis. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Levis out of the shotgun now. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hand off to Spears. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. The Vegas defense back onto the field. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. They'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He'll find McMillan here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. He's going to air one out. And he's in for the touchdown on the The Raider defense ready to defend this next possession. Now Levis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. This is caught by McMillan. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Levis from the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 3rd and 3. In motion left goes a tight end. Levis back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Spears. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Vegas defense back onto the field. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got...
Yo, Madden Cast, where you up?
Hey, check your phone. That catch is going viral. Can't wait to watch some film from today. Oh, that was a player of the week performance right there. A lot of energy, a lot of focus out there today. Great job, guys.
I'm one of the first in the ice tub tonight, fellas.
Too late. Already full. Anyone got any body spray? Hey, can we get that music turned up?
Hey, let's keep building momentum now. We're rolling now, boys.
Definitely need the music turned up. They were ready for us today. Yo, we trending right now?
Gotta be, bro. I smell tacos!
It's week 12 of the NFL, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Giants and the Raiders coming up next.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he will have a Giants first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Prescott. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll stay on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Up the middle they go. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. To throw is Dak. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Adisa Isaac. there to bring them down. On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. Atwell sent in motion here. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third and long. Receiver in motion, headed left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the third down, and quickly it brings up fourth down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Prescott now. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now Prescott. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To the air again. Prescott. This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So now this defense in need of a stop. Atwell sent in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Prescott. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Open man, left side. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for 8. First down.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and
that is intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory.
It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he works his way through an opening, up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3. as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he will score. Rashee Rice, touchdown KC. That is 16th touchdown of the year. So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Slot receiver headed right. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. 3rd down coming up. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little...
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. They lead by a field goal. Throwing is Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Mahomes back. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. 1st and 10 for Mahomes.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, KC.
Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Big play. 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now,
this defense getting set to go to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Attack!
Now a first throw here in overtime. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
and this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll motion a tight end right. Play action here. Mahomes. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. Now this defense in need. They'll go play action with Nix. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This isn't it.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Nix now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Vegas after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Nix gonna keep it on the zone read. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Motion man is the tight end going right. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. Second and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL...
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Second down, Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, it's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd down, 3 to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's complete, taken in by Franklin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. They'll throw, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Nix to the air again on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now a give on the ground. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down. Throwing. Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Quick throw, taken in. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up. Tight end motioning left. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's Nix to throw. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Greg. So this defense headed out for the first time here. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll take a shot with Mims. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're...
So now this defense... They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Dulcich now brought in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one. So now this defense in... Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Raiders on Thursday night.
The Raiders defense ready to go to work on short rest here on this Thursday night. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he's a big reason why this defense is ranked #1 in the NFL against the run. This front seven, they've really stymied opposing blockers, and they'll need to be on their game here as well and allow him to flow and make tackles.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there. Getting a hand on it was Nate Hobbs. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Here's Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raider defense ready to defend this next possession. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Holmes has got it complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run. This is Holmes. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. The Vegas defense back onto the field. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Completed to Hyatt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
To the air, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. 3rd and 5. Now Allen again. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep.
The Raider defense ready to defend this next possession. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Allen going to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Allen. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Allen now looks to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with cut?
The Vegas defense back onto the field. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Allen off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Raider defense ready to defend this next possession. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. Now Allen throwing to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Allen. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Allen. He connects with Hyatt. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen. Coleman has it here right side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's first down. Throwing, Allen.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther? They had too many injuries. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
Remember this feeling, fellas.